I was inspired to study the life of Pythagoras and his amazing teachings and contributions. He was best known for his being the father of mathematics and geometry and the father of music. He was the first to accurately calculate the mathematics involved in the harmonic ratios. And he was also the first to apply them to healing. He used music as medicine. He called it soul adjustments or harmonic alignments. And he built musical instruments to do this. And for a few years I was so inspired by the potential of ideas that this could be applied to, I finally was motivated to commission a series of musical instruments, and I'd like to show them to you now. This is the first instrument I made, and I call it a body tambura because on one side it's curved and smooth and you can put it directly on somebody's body, on their chest or their back. And when it's physically connected to the resonant chamber and I play these strings, then you not only have the audible experience, but you feel them swirling all through your body because you're physically connected to the resonant chamber. And it's a beautiful instrument, and it worked so well I decided to go ahead and make a much larger one. This is the second instrument that I had made, and I should let you know that it took over 2 years to find master luthiers, the finest instrument makers in the world. They predominantly specialize in cellos and fine violins that built these instruments, and this one is about maybe 3 or 4 times the resonant volume of the other instrument, the body tambura that I showed you, and it has about 50 strings. Half of them are on the opposite side of it. You never touch those. Those are just resonators. They just vibrate and generate the harmonic overtones as I play it. And it's the most beautiful, cosmic, angelic, celestial instrument on the planet. I was so happy with how this worked and what this did that I decided to go all out and commission a huge table that a human being could actually lie on top of, with hundreds of strings that are 7 foot long, and I'll show you those now. So this is the massive Pythagorean monochord that was designed to withstand the capacity of up to 200-pound human lying on it. Right now it's upside down to expose the underbelly where all the strings are. This particular instrument has 86 strings, and they're about 1 centimeter apart from each other. And as I mentioned, it's upside down for tuning purposes. So these instruments take a minimum of 2 or 3 hours to tune because they have to be perfect. So it's very labor intensive, but once it's perfect, it's really magical. And normally when I'm done tuning it, then I have to turn the whole thing upside down. And let me show you the side that a human lies on. This is where you will lie, this beautiful curved surface of here. So in essence, it's really like a gigantic body tambura. And when this is really in tune, you not only, of course, hear these beautiful, exquisite, angelic harmonic ratios audibly, but you feel these frequencies and these beautiful harmonics just radiating all throughout your body. Due to the phenomenon of resonance and entrainment, you have to sync with this physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So it's very profound. People go into deep altered states, and it's really a divinely inspired instrument. So this is the second massive Pythagorean monochord that was designed for a human being to lie on top of it while it's being played. And this is also turned upside down for the moment, just to show you how beautiful and what an extremely intricate and well-made instrument this is. You have to excuse the legs, it's upside down right now. It was also designed to take the legs off and literally be suspended from the ceiling so that when a human is lying on it, the whole instrument sways gently while I play it, so there's a sort of a sensation of disembodiment. And this is another exquisite Pythagorean monochord I had commissioned. It's actually a cosmic koto on one side, and then you can flip it over, and it's a Pythagorean monochord. It has a total of about 30 strings on one side and 25 on the other, maybe 55 altogether. And as you can see, it's an absolutely exquisite creation. And I feel honored and blessed to be working with this. Everybody that experiences it is blown away. Doesn't matter what walk of life they come from, what language they speak, what nationality they originate from. Music and the harmonic ratios is a universal language that speaks to the soul of all individuals. And that's why Pythagoras called it a soul alignment. And it's a very healing experience. It's powerful to help quiet the mind, and I call it the end of all conversation. The human intelligence is important for survival, but it's also important to turn that off and connect with universal divine, and that's what this does. This helps do that effortlessly. And there's no way to explain it except to experience it. So. Well, this is, as you can see, a really beautiful experiment. This is actually a work in progress as we speak. It looks like something Leonardo da Vinci drew in his notebook. And as you can see, it rotates very slowly. And you rotate it with one hand, and then you can play it with the other hand, or you can use a violin bow to get these various harmonic overtone ratios hidden within the fundamental note of 86 strings. But this is an absolutely exquisite instrument. And this also, of course, was divinely inspired.